All right, Detroit, we are back. So we are here in the 2025 off season, right after the 2024-2025 season, and we're gonna go ahead and hop right into getting some stuff done. So we're gonna sim up to the draft here. Now, what we're looking at here, yeah, that's fine, is we offloaded all of our older player contracts. We tried to buy for last season, it just didn't work. So we offloaded that. We created a new timeline. We gave ourselves, instead of a 5 or 6 year window with a core, we gave ourselves a 10 to 12 year window with this core. So we're just going to go ahead and continue past that. We're talking Bedard, Sider, Raymond, Zegras. We've got all of those prospects on the AHL. We got Lackinen, Savan, Fisker, Molgard. We got a bunch of players we're building off of. So we're going to go ahead and continue that. Now, we did drop to 5th in the draft, so I don't think we have many assets to where we can move up. So we're going to go ahead and just leave the draft the way it is. But we are up here at the draft. Chicago Blackhawks. Patrick Hornqvist is a coach for the Blackhawks. Gudis, Bernier, and Elliott are now scouts. Okay. I need Detroit. Yeah, Magnus Winehandle. That's funny. He retired. I don't see anything for Grand Rapids, so we're going to have to look for a replacement for that coach. But let's go ahead and hop right into the draft here. So we are going to look at what pieces we could potentially need. I don't think we're going to need a center. Realistically, we probably wouldn't need a wing. There are offensive defensemen, but they're probably going number 2 and 3, so I probably won't be able to get them. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the draft board really quick. Take a look at what we are projected. So 5th, Jan Sorovi, Jordan Gavin, or Michael Misa. So let's go ahead and just view the draft class here. Now, the guys I was talking about, I'll go ahead and show you, are Alexeyev and Kasparaitis. These are the guys that I was talking about that I would love to get. Seeing eye, tape to tape, send it. That's just a great offensive defenseman right there. We got this Kasparaitis, who has A+ strength of competition, 23 points. So that's really nice. He's got seeing eye, send it, potentially send it, but spinorama, elite edges. So mainly this Marcus Alexeyev, this would be the guy I would actually want, but it looks like he's going number 2. So I doubt I'm going to be able to grab him up. Now, we do have Gavin here. He is a center playmaker. He's got a lot of points, but it says NHL ready, Nicholas Backstrom player type, send it, quick draw, lead edges, and third eye. That's not bad. It's a good penalty killer and power play guy with that quick draw. Jan Sorovi, I mean, he's got 23 points in 50 games as a power forward. That could also be really good. He's got good shooting. Jeff Carter, big rig, relentless crease crasher, and no contest. So not too bad. That is someone we could go after if he's still available. Other than that, though, I mean, we do guarantee ourselves probably a medium elite here. I don't know anything about Michael Misa. Now, he's got a lot of points, so I would expect either a sniper or a playmaker, but I don't really need centers. So, but we're not trading up in the draft. I would love to get one of those offensive defensemen. I would like to get Alexeyev, which would mean trading up to the 2nd overall, and I just don't think we have that in the cards. So let's see, Tarvainen, elite medium, 83 overall, but no X factors. That's interesting. All right. See, pick number 2, Alexeyev, already 80, medium elite. He's got that seeing eye, off the rush, 1T, send it, tape to tape, and heat seeker. That is a power play specialist if I've ever seen one. Kasparaitis ends up having seeing eye, spinorama, tape to tape, and elite edges. So another good passing offensive defenseman. Sorovi, the power forward, went. He has big rig, relentless crease crasher, and no contest. And now it is on to us. So we're looking at Misa or Gavin. Now I'm definitely not dropping to anyone like Silas Ludeman or Chubisov. We're definitely taking one of these guys. Now, if I don't end up having a spot for him in the future, that just gives us trade bait. So which one? I have no information on Misa. Gavin is guaranteed send it, quick draw, lead edges, and third eye. What does it say for Misa? I got no scouting on him. He's got a lot of points. Oh, he's got even more, though. Both in C-, right? Yeah, both in C-, but Gavin has 110 points. Misa has 101, looks like. Yeah, 101. So, I think I'm going to go Gavin. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Jordan Gavin. All right. Welcome to the team, buddy. 78, playmaker, medium elite. And he has send it, quick draw, lead edges, and third eye. So pretty good. A gold X factor definitely helps. Let's go ahead and sim to pick 36. Now, let's go ahead and just take a look at what else went in that round. So, Misa has no X factor, so I definitely made the right choice there. Let's see, anybody else I potentially missed out on here? A top 4D, it's not bad. Zachariah Abdulkader, no X factors. Elite low on Subban, Caden Subban, elite low, two-way defender with a lot of points down there. That could be something interesting for them. All right, and then how about round 2? Right at the beginning, top 6, top 9, top 9. All right, so we're up here in the second round. Let's take a peek here. So, I mean, we got some guaranteed top 6s. We do have some potential medium elite goalies here. Looks like this guy. Oh, this guy might be the guy to go after. 43, Gabriel Daigle. Similar style, Roberto Luongo, ETA 1 year, most likely. He's got that gem tag. Any of these guys have potential X factors? 5 years. Strength of competition A+, so he might be a little more grown. D-, and he was only 21. No, I think we go with this guy. He's got the gem tag very early in the ranks. I think this is the guy we go with right here. Early second round pick. Elite medium, 70 overall. That replaces our Kosa right there. That already replaces Kosa. And look at those X factors. Dialed in, tip jar, post to post, contortionist, x-ray, and sponge. That is our man of the future. Alrighty, let's go to pick 58 here. Miss out on anybody? Any crazy studs? We got a top 4 medium there. That's not bad. Laval Lee, top 4 medium. Okay. Oh, a bunch of elite lows here. Whoa, 3 in a row. Bordalo, Rajala, and Orshio. All elite lows going right there. Nice. Center, right wing, and another right wing. All right, let's go ahead and make our pick. Any more gems? Let's see. There are 2 busts. No gems left. Okay. So let's just sort by potential here. Let's see, what are we looking at here? So like this guy, another goalie. Maybe I'll go with this Spence guy. He's supposed to go 64th. I don't have him scouted that great, but that's a decent amount of points for a left wing two-way forward, potentially. NHL ETA is guaranteed at 2 years, so that's a decent overall. Malcolm Spence, we're going to grab you up here. All right, well, top 9 sniper, 67 overall. Nah, could have been a lot better. Let's go ahead and get to pick 95 here. All right, what are we thinking here? So, potential, not really anything left. Let's go to CS ranking here. All right, so potential X factor on Wyatt Avery. Nah, we're not going to get anything there. Let's see, let's just go nothing on Avery, we know. Any other potential X factors? Jan Rosaitis? No. Shutdown. I'm looking for, like, even if a gold is only a 1 bar, that means they should have some sort of X factor. I'm curious here if there would be anything left. Doesn't look like it. We're getting pretty far down here. All right, so let's go ahead and go up. I think we're just going to do top of draft from now on. All right, so let's go ahead and grab up Jude Gostad. Potential enforcer on the team. Defensive defenseman, 7th D. All right, nothing really left. So let's go ahead and sim entire draft here. There we go. All right, now we're into the meat of this offseason. We did get some great picks there. We got Gavin, Daigle, and Spence, who are decent. Or Spence was top 9, so no, not really. But Gavin and Diagle are pretty good pickups for us. So let's go ahead and we're going to sim to the re-sign phase. So this is where we're going to have a couple massive contracts that we're going to have to sign. We've got Mort Sider, who's getting his big boy contract. Iafallo, I mean, you're going to want too much money, and I feel like you're just going to drop again. No, I think we're going to move on from Iafallo. Zadina's going to want his big boy contract. Valeno is... no, Sider actually, we extended Sider, so we got him on a decent contract already, and we have $47 million. Okay. So, we want to build this winning young core. So 25 is kind of our oldest. We have Ferraro for 1 more year. I'm not too worried about that. Iafallo, you don't fit. Halla, you don't fit. Let's see. Petrie, you don't fit. Let's just hop over to the all expiring tab. There we go. That's what I want to look at. All right. Fost, you don't fit. Let's see. So Nylander, if he wants a 2-way, I'll go ahead and give it to him. Yep, we'll go ahead and get all the 2-ways out of the way. McIsaac, probably a 2-way. Yep, we'll go ahead and get you out of the way. Lindstrom, you're going to want a full contract. You're not bad for depth, though. Soderblom, he wants a 1-way. Don't know if I'm willing to sign him on a 1-way. Wallander, he wants a 2-way. I'm willing to give that to him. He's probably jumping up to the NHL as a 2-way as well. Fix Wolanski, I'm assuming a 2-way. Yep, we'll go ahead and get all these out of the way. Johansson, 2-way, perfect. Niederbach, 2-way, perfect. All right, what else are we looking at here? Cross Hannes, 2-way, perfect. Donovan Sabrango can go ahead and come back, 2-way, perfect. Vero can go ahead and come back. Glenn Denning, he really dropped off. We'll let you go ahead and try to find somewhere you can retire. O'Donnell, we'll go ahead and grab back. Now, all these guys, like Carter Ansems, is there even a reason to bring him? He was that 6'8", 231 AHL top 2 defenseman. No, we can pick up depth. I mean, top 6 low. No. We can pick up depth if we need to in free agency. That won't be an issue. So let's go ahead and release all these guys. All right. There we go. So now we got these guys to work with. So Lindstrom, I like him as depth. So we'll go ahead and offer him 3 years at 1.3 is good for me. I'm good with that. Fajimo. You know what? Samuel Fajimo. He's a sniper on the bottom 6. I think I'd rather grab some defensemen. No, we'll move on from Fajimo. But Zadina will go, ooh, 5 mil for 2 years. That's a bit hefty there. We'll see if we can get him at like 4.8 for 2 years. I'm okay with that. 4.8 at 2 years. Joe Valeno, 2 years at 3.5. We'll see if we can grab him for that. I'm good with that. All right, let's check goalies here. Now we do have Nedeljkovic, Bednar, Hellberg, and Bratstrom. I'm good with getting all these guys back. Yep, 2-way at 0.925. That's good with me. Bednar, yep, all that is good with me. Hellberg, sure, we can grab you for the AHL. And then Bratstrom, go ahead and grab you for depth. Okay. So let's go ahead and see who signs out. We could just advance day from there. All right, let's go ahead and go back to contracts. We're just going to advance day from this screen. All right, let's go and advance day from right here. Hellberg rejected. Valeno rejected. Zadina rejected. Whoa. Okay, a bunch of people rejected. Okay, so Zadina and Valeno rejected. We still have $47 million. What did Zadina do for us last year? 43 points in 80 games. You know what? I mean, we're talking our core is Bedard, Raymond, Sider, Zegras. This isn't an elite core right here, so that means they're expendable. We can qualify. and then get something back for them instead of just releasing them if someone else wants to sign, or we get them at a low contract. Soderblom. So Nylander, he wants a two-way. We'll go ahead and, I mean, we'll give him like 975, see if he wants that. It's a two-way, so it doesn't really affect us. And then Soderblom, same thing. We'll qualify. All right, Gavin, we definitely want to sign here. There we go. All right. Any other unsigns that we definitely need to sign? No, Spence can stay. Perso, we can go ahead and sign him next year if he grows at all. Let's go ahead and sort by potential here. All right, anyone unsigned? Same thing. I mean, yeah, we're not worrying about that. Spence, we're gonna leave. And then, yeah, those are all those guys. Nope, we don't need any of those guys. And then the goalies. All right, so let's go ahead and come back up. Yeah, so we want to get B-Check signed this year. I'm probably going to have to move on from some goalies. And I think, honestly, we can move on from both AHL goalies, get B-Check and Daigle in the AHL right now. Get B-Check starting in the AHL, get Daigle backing up. I think I'm good with that. Boom, get both of those guys signed. Let's go to advanced day. All right. We have a full roster. So Daigle did sign, Gavin signed. But it says we have a full roster? Wait, what? It says we have 45 contracts. B-check. Try it one more time. I would have liked to join your team, but you have a full roster, so I'm unable to accept this deal. How do we have a full roster? Maybe full goalies? Maybe we just have too many goalies signed? We can go trade one of these goalies down here. We can trade like a Ham Hughes and a Bratstrom for like a 7th. Let's see. We're not in free agency yet, so we're okay. So let's see. We can't even trade yet, so we'd have to buy out a contract. But we have the money to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what we have here. So yeah, I'm thinking let's go ahead and buy out. We're going to buy out Ham Hughes. We have 2 better goalies up there. So buy out Ham Hughes. Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't affect me at all. And then Bratstrom we can go ahead and buy out. Perfectly fine. Buy out. There we go. Okay, so no way we don't have contract space. So B-check. Boom. Sign. Advanced day. We're getting close to the end. There we go. Okay, so B-check signed. Perfect. Hellberg, we're going to go ahead and release. We don't need him. And then Bednar. Do we buy out Bednar so the best lines don't put him in? Interesting. What do we do with Jan Bednar? He's been playing really good for the Griffins. Yeah, he was 31-10 last year. That's a crazy good season right there. No, I think we grow our guys. We got Daigle as the starter, or P-check as the starter, Daigle as the backup for this year. Yeah, we buy out Bednar. He's only got 1 year left, so that's not going to affect us next year. We've still got $46 million in free agency to work with, so we can pay a lot of high-end players. All right, yeah. I mean, the contracts we're looking at. So let's see, what kind of window are we on? So we've got Bedard's big contract next year. After that, we are looking at how many years after? So we're going to sign him, which we will have the money for. We just got to save about 10 million cap space. Maybe 11, maybe 12. We'll see. But we're talking, so 1, 2, 3, 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6 years. So somewhere in that 2 to 6 range is what we're going to be looking at. All right, that doesn't seem like an issue for me. We bought out Bednar, so we're good there. We're gonna go ahead and have to. I think we're gonna sign a scratched goalie for the NHL. No. We're gonna sign a depth goalie. We'll use B-check if we have to for the NHL when one of our goalies gets hurt. So we're gonna sign like a 67 overall goalie that can step in for Daigle. That shouldn't be hard in free agency. That'll be a min contract type of thing. We have 42 of it. We have 42 contracts out of 50. So let's go ahead, and all we're gonna do is, I think we have everybody qualified and or signed that we need. Yes, we do. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead, and what we're gonna do is hop to forwards. We're gonna see what we need here. So you know what, realistically, let's just go position by position because I want to make sure we're good here. So now Zegers and Bedard are playing first line time both, so we're not gonna look for a first line left winger or center. So we need a second line center. I would like to push Valeno down to third line. Ooh, this might be tough actually. We might have too many. Let's see, what are we looking at here? We're good there. Savan is actually ready to play NHL time. Right wingers, defensemen. So here's what I'm worried about is defensemen. We're going to have too many 80 to like 79 to 81 overall defensemen. Now I'm hoping Edvinsson gets a jump to like 82, 83. That would be really nice. But Wallander potentially jumps. Bremberg, Lackinen, Johansson, all these guys potentially jump because they have been growing. So that's going to be the questionable part. Now, I can make moves. I mean, we've got the money. I can make moves at like preseason to make sure we have everybody we need, but we have the money to sign all these guys and then make the moves for it. So what we're going to do here is we've got our first line taken care of. Now, my thing is I would love for Raymond to jump up to like an 86, 87 for that first line, right? But I don't know if that's a guarantee. He's medium elite. I think medium elite starts at 85. He could stay at 85. He could randomly jump up to 90 at some point throughout this GM mode, throughout like the next 3 years. So I don't know how to guarantee that. Maybe I'll sign like another 86, 87 type guy, like 87 I would be aiming for to either be first line or second line if Raymond drops off. So we're looking at maybe a full second line. Yeah, I'd be fine with signing a full second line. So let's go ahead, and we're good with our re-sign phase. Let's go ahead and sim to free agency, see what's available. So let's go ahead and get up to free agency here. All right, you know what? Let's go to coaches. Let's just renew, or not renew, but we're going to sign some coaches. So we need an assistant coach. NHL assistant coach here. Let's see what we got. Best overalls you're talking about are here. Let's go by age and let's see if there's a C. Yeah, Haley, this guy. Because if we start winning soon, this guy could grow. Now, he's only got a... All right, so what assistant coach has the best offense? Let's see. We got 3 B minuses here. 50 years of age. I like this guy right here. Yeah, we're going to go after this guy for our NHL assistant coach. No team's interested. So we're going to go ahead and give you a decent amount of money. We've got the money to work with, so 765. Bang. All right, and then we need a goalie coach. Now, you can't find goalie coaches. So do you find them in assistants or do you find them in associates? I don't remember. Let's see, we got to get past generalist. No, they're not going to be here, so they're an associate coach. Teaching specialty, here we go. So we got to find those goalies. There's no goalie coaches. Interesting. What about in head coach teaching specialty? Nope, no goalie coaches. Okay, so what do we do now? There's one in the assistant coach, Ouellette. Yep, we're going to hire you as our goalie coach. All right. Roll goalie coach. We'll go ahead and give him a Michel Ouellette. A nice French goalie for coach for us at 900K. I'm good with that. All right. I think we're good there. Let's go to our scouts. Scouts not renewed. Hire staff. Okay, that's unfortunate. So I think I missed out on getting all those scouts back, but we do actually have some high tier scouts here. So what we're actually going to do is, yep, I know we're at free agency, but we're not going to advance any days. So let's go ahead and go to coaching staff here. All right, let's go ahead and go to scouts. Okay, so we did lose our A scouts. So what we got to look at here is we're down to 8. So let's go ahead and hop in here. All right, so who did we lose? We lost a decent amount. So we need a USA Central. So let's go ahead and hire a USA Central. All right, regions. We got USA. We got a couple Bs here, which is nice. Let's see. So what is the X factor? X factor attribute is all Bs. Scout efficiency A minus. Yeah, I'm thinking this guy right at the top, Darsh. And Maurice Darsh, USA Central A plus. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and give you max money. Offer that. There we go. All right. Now we're looking at QMJHL, OHL. So we need a CHL coach. So let's go ahead and find a coach for the CHL. Wait, WHL. Sorry, WHL, not CHL. All right, so we do have some A minuses here, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and target one with A plus X factor, this guy right here. I'm liking the way this looks. All right, Sillinger, bang. Let's go ahead and offer you 150. Good with me. All right, so that will be, yeah, I like that. Okay, so now we have WHL hired. So we have OHL, QMJHL hired, WHL hired, all USA, and so yeah, we have CHL and USA covered. So now Europe, DEL, NLA, Extraliga, ICE. So we need DEL and ICE. So let's go ahead and hop over to Europe. We need DEL and ICE. So we do have an A minus here. So we're definitely going to go after this guy. He's got A plus discovery, A plus efficiency, A plus X factor. Perfect. Who is this? Matej Wallen. So he's going to be our ICE. So let's go ahead and grab him up. There we go. And then we have to drop to a C, but for DEL. So he's an A plus right here. Let's see, these next 4 guys. So yeah, we want the C here. Yeah, I like this guy right here. All right, Svatos, we're grabbing you up for as much as we can get you for DEL. So yeah, that'll give us DEL and ICE covered right there with those 2. Yep, I like that. Okay, so now we're looking at probably Nordic is what we're gonna have to target next. So we have Allsvenken and Liga covered. So we need SHL. So let's go ahead and hop over to Nordic. And we need SHL. So we do have a bunch of Bs here, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and sort again. Chistov is only 37 years old with a B. I like that. Okay, I'm good with Chistov. Let's go ahead and give you max money. Yuri Chistov. Okay, so that's it for Nordic. We got our SHL covered. And then we need Russia and rest of world. So let's go ahead and go back. Do we have anybody for Russia or rest of world? We do not. So let's go ahead and hop over to Russia again. I wonder if Datsuk is still there. I meant to re-sign him, but it's all good. Datsuk is here, but we have this Glebov guy, 37 years of age. B minus on X factor, but he's better at all the other stuff. So Tursunbayev, we're not going. Actually, we can grab Tursunbayev or Datsuk back for rest of world. So let's see, which one of them do I want back for rest of world? A minus. Datsuk has an A plus. Let's go ahead and grab Datsuk back for rest of world. All right, there we go. Okay, let's hop over to free agency now. We know we need to sign a full second line, but the second line winger needs to be able to play the first line. So let's go ahead and hop into free agency here. So we don't want any RFAs. We don't want to give up any draft picks for players, but There we go. Okay, so not too bad. Now, here's my thing is let's go ahead and go to a second line center. We've got a couple options here. We can go Tavares. That's not bad for this year. Or we can go to like Christian Dvorak. That's 56 points in 82 games. That's not too bad. That's a two-way forward. No pieces of the future here. So we can either go rental on Tavares, which is that 2-year, or we can go like a rental on Backstrom 1 year. I would be fine with giving Tavares 8 mil over 2 years. I'd be fine with that. That takes us down to 38 mil in cap space. We definitely have the space for it. Tavares will definitely, I mean, he's got those max X factors. That would really make the team work. You know what? Does he still have, oh, he has top 6, so he's going to drop. Backstrom will definitely drop with that top 9. Dvorak still has top 6, so he probably won't drop at all. So you know what? I think Dvorak might be the way to go. And or the 1 year on Backstrom. I mean, he's already got top 9. He's got the X factors, but top 9, he could drop down to like an 82, 83, even an 81 by the end of the year, and that's not good enough for second line center. So let's go ahead and we're going to sign up Christian Dvorak for that second line. We're going to give him the 2 years at 6. We'll go ahead and do that. All right, second line left winger. Now we're looking at, yeah, I mean, 5 years wanted on Fabry. Do we even, yeah, I don't think we bring him back. So we're looking at potentially one of these guys. Mangiapane doesn't want much money, so we might go Mangiapane. Yep, let's go ahead and offer him some money. So we're going to go 5 years at like 4.2. I can make that work. We can also offload his contract if we need to when we need to sign our main guys. All right, let's go ahead and go to right winger, second line right winger. So this is what I was talking about, is I could sign up someone like, I could give Buchnevich money. He wants 6 years at 10 mil though. What does he have? He's only got 2 X factors. He got puck on a string and tape to tape. I could go 2 years on Kane. He's still got his exact elite. I could give him like 8.5 for 2 years. That would be really good. He's got those X factors. Yeah, we're going to do Kane. So 2 years, we're going to go like 8.5. There we go. Sign him until he's 38. Sounds good to me. All right, so that's our second line. Let's go ahead and go to all skaters. Let's go ahead and go to approached. So we got Kane, Mangiapane, and Dvorak. Probably going to be Dvorak, Mangiapane, and Raymond. Kane, Bedard, and Zegras. So let's go ahead and we're going to back out. See what else we're looking like with like roster spots. So view contracts here. So let's just say we get that second line signed. I offered them a lot of money, so hopefully we do. Now, we're looking at, so we've got first line covered. Let's go ahead and just take a look at forwards. We got first line covered, second line covered. Now we are going to need some third liners. Savan might grow, Casper might grow. So let's sign 2 third liners at like 82, 83 overall. Yeah, let's go look for 2 82, 83s. All right, let's go ahead and hop in here. Now, who do we want to target? So we want UFAs. There we go. All right, so who do we want to target here? So we're talking even someone like Ben might not be a bad option as a rental. I don't want snipers, but playmakers aren't out of the question. Like a Taylor Hall isn't quite out of the question. That wouldn't be too bad. Let's just go hop the forwards here. And let's see what we're looking at. So, I mean, like Svechnikov, Arvidsson, I don't really want to target them. What about someone like Luke Kunin? That's not a bad option for a winger on that third line. Yeah, let's go Kunin here. We'll give you 3.5 for 3 years. We can always move contracts. We can always clear up cap space if we need to for Bedard and everybody restart in the offseason. Kasperi Kapanen. I really like Kasperi Kapanen. Yep, bang, right there. Kasperi Kapanen. And we'll give him 3 mil for 3 years. We'll go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay, so I think that's our forwards covered because we got people growing in the AHL that are going to hop up for this year. So I think that's our forward core covered. Now let's go take a look at what we need for defense. So I know we have Cider. Let's go ahead and hop into view contracts here. And we can always move around contracts when the season starts if people grow too much. So let's go ahead and take a look at defensemen here. We do have Ferraro, who's got top 4 medium. He theoretically could jump, but our NHL guarantees that we're looking at are Cider, Ferraro, Edvinson. NHL guaranteed. I mean, I don't want to guarantee Bremberg or Lackinen going up high enough to not be on the bottom pairing, but they always could jump up to like an 82, 83. You never know. So I think we need a top pairing for Cider. Yeah, we need to grab a top pairing for Cider. I would like an offensive defenseman, but it might not happen. Maybe just some offensive X factors kind of thing. So a top pairing for Cider, a second, and we'll do, just in case, a third. We can always move him right at the beginning of the season if we need to. So let's go ahead and hop to free agents here. Or you know what? We might want to clear off a couple of those low-end contracts. Yeah, let's see. So let's go ahead and find trade. We're going to look for like Lindstrom. We're going to look for those kind of guys. We're going to see if anybody is willing to give us anything for them. Like literally anything. So we're looking at Ristolainen, Lindstrom. Yeah, these guys here. So Ristolainen and Lindstrom. So let's see. Anything for Ristolainen. Find trade open block. Fourth rounder, a third rounder from the Bruins. That could hurt us eventually. Third rounder from Colorado. I'm good with that. Bang, because we can always re-sign depth if we need to in free agency. So Lindstrom, add asset. Let's see what we got here. Find trade open block. Fourth, third from Boston again. Let's see, anyone else offering a third? Third from Edmonton. I like that. Bang. Let's make that work. All right. We cleared off 2 contracts, made a little more space for us for free agents. Let's go find a top pairing for Cider, and then like an 85, 86 for the second line. And then I think we're good. So let's go ahead and go to UFAs. We need that top pairing for Cider. What's available? All right, so someone like Jacob Slavin. That would be a massive pickup for us. But we have an offensive defenseman here in D'Angelo. Now, does he have any X factors? No X factors. Does Slavin have X factors? He does. He has Send It. So that would potentially improve the power play. Jakob Slavin. Jakob Slavin, D'Angelo. I mean, more teams are interested in Slavin, but he wants less money. So I could bump him up to 7 and probably get him. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab Slavin up. I like that look. Let's go ahead and bump him all the way up to 7 as well. Bang, 7 at 4. I'm good with that. All right, so now we're looking at probably Esa Lindell for that second line. Let's go ahead and offer him a contract. We'll give him like 5.7. And then I think we're good. Those are all of our big signings. So let's go ahead and advance a couple days. See who we get and what we get. And then we'll go from there on depth. Because depth can be done a lot later. So let's go ahead and advance day. Second Nylander for a second and a fourth. No. And I'm going to decline an edit so that doesn't keep happening. So let's go ahead and take all these guys off. Let's go ahead and take all these wants and surpluses off. That'll stop us from getting trade offers. All right, so let's go ahead and get those taken care of. There we go. And let's keep advancing days. See if we can get all of our big pieces this year. All right, advanced day. What do we got here? So these are our scouts and coaches, it looks like. Okay. Okay, we got a coach, it looks like. Okay, we got that coach. Okay, so our coaching staff is taken care of. We're getting all these scouts out of the way here. There we go. Okay. Gonna be a lot of scouts here. All right, there we go. And let's see. Kasperi Kapanen accepted. Luke Kunin accepted. Perfect. All right, let's keep going. Mangiapane accepted. Slavin accepted. Lindell accepted. Dvorak went with another team. Patrick Kane accepted. Okay. So let's go ahead and hop into free agency here again. Let's see if we have anyone left approached. Let's see. So anyone else that we approached? We have nobody approached. All right. So Dvorak didn't sign. So, I mean, someone like Cody Glass, we can't really... How much cap space do we have? We still have 20 mil. So we could go with someone like Tavares. We could put Tavares on that second line because he has that top 6. So even if he drops like an 86, 85, that's not bad. He wants 2 years at 8 mil. I can move his contract next year. Yeah, screw it. We're going to give it to him. We're going to give him 8.5 at 2 years. I want to win this year. I want to win this year. And we're going to make that happen. So let's go and advance a couple days here. Let's go, Tavares. Let's go. Come on, buddy. John Tavares is on the squad. All right, we got that veteran leadership to surround our young core. So let's go ahead and let's just take a look at our contract situation now. All right, let's see how this stacks up. We still got 12.8 mil of cap space. So you're talking, we'll have 22. So who's all expiring this year? This is what I want to see. So this year, who's expiring? So we got Ferraro, Nieto, and then we got these 2 contracts assigned. So we're looking at 12 plus 4.5. So we're talking 16 mil. Can I get both of them signed on 16 mil? Potentially not, but we can make some moves. So actually not both of them. Both of these guys signed on 16 mil. Potentially not, but we can make some moves. All right. So our team looks stacked for this year. So now all we have to worry about is our UFAs. So let's go ahead, or our RFAs. So we got Veleno and Zadina that we don't have signed. So if teams offer them contracts, which they might in free agency, then we might have to do something about that. What are they looking at now? 4.2 on Veleno. Zadina still wants over 5. No, Zadina wants 1 at 3.9. Okay, Zadina 1 at 3.9. I can give him that and just sign him up now. Soderblom, what does he want? He wants 2 at 1.25. I can give him 2 at... Or no, that's a one-way. I don't want to do that. Veleno, he wants 3, so I don't want to do that. So let's go and advance and see if Zadina signs back with us for less money. I'd be cool with that. Especially only 1 year, so Bedard is not a worry for us. So let's go ahead and see if Zadina will accept that contract offer. Zadina does accept the contract offer. Nice. Okay, so Zadina has a free player for this year. I like to see that. Now let's see. We're multiple days in, and no one has offered our other UFA Veleno or our other RFA Veleno a contract. Let's see if his price has dropped at all. No, and I don't really want to do 3 years at 4 mil. I mean, I could move the contract if I have to for Bedard and those guys. I mean, I got the space for it. That would leave me with 5 mil in cap space in case I need to sign any other depth. I could definitely do that. Let's see if he'll take 3 at like 3.9. I'll do 3 at 3.9. He said he'll get to us tonight, so we'll know by tomorrow if he accepts that. If not, I'll let him sit as an RFA, and if we get draft picks for it, or tomorrow night. There we go. Okay, we got Veleno back. Perfect. All right, we are deep this year. Okay. So, this should be interesting. Let's go ahead and let's go into the proposed trade screen. Let's see what we're looking at here. So, we still have, it looks like actually 8 mil in cap space. So that's really nice. So that Cider contract is looking really, really good now with the improved cap over the years. So, we got a lot of value. Like a lot of value here. A lot of value. Okay, so I know we're going to be running into issues with like the Tavares signing. We're going to be running into issues with the Kane signing, with the Slavin signing, with the All those, I know we're going to be running into issues. We have a lot of hefty contracts up here, especially because we don't have a lot of our medium elites guys down here signed to big contracts. We don't have Bedard signed to his big contract. We don't have Savan or Gavin or Bremberg or Lackinen. We don't have any of them signed to their big contracts. I do know that, but we got about a 2 or 3 year window on all of those guys. So I'm looking at, we got 2 years. Next year, we clear up enough space to get Bedard. And then the year after that is when all of these guys are going to be high enough overall to where these guys can all move for pretty much nothing, if not like something. Yeah, we got 7.1 in cap space, so we definitely have enough for depth. So let's just take a look. Our forward core, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that doesn't even leave room for Savan, Rasmussen, Nieto, Casper, Gavin if he jumps. Or no, Gavin was our pick from this year, right? Yeah, 2025 first rounder. So we're not worried about him jumping. He's getting first line AHL time, and so we're not gonna have to worry about that. But that doesn't leave room for all these guys down here. Like Savan, I want him, if he's ready, yeah, it says fourth line forward. And he's our penalty killer time. So I want to make sure there's room for him. So we are definitely going to do that. But we have room here. We have our depth. So how many NHL ready players are we expected to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, probably 16. So we're going to have a lot of room to move players. Okay. What about defensemen? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. McIsaac has depth, but then Lackinen and Bremberg might grow. So yeah, Wallander up at an 82. So he's definitely NHL ready. So we're gonna have to advance. We're gonna have to weigh our pieces here, and we're gonna have to move around some contracts, which I'm okay with. Like getting rid of like Ferraro's contract for this year in case one of these guys jump up. I'm cool with. Even realistically moving on for Edvinsson, if it's someone like Lackinen or Bremberg that takes that spot, I'm cool with. He doesn't seem to be growing the way I would want him to. So someone like Simon Edvinsson can definitely be moved on from. I'm okay with that. What about our goalie situation? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go ahead and hop into free agency and sign that depth goalie. Let's go ahead and do that really quick. So we got free agents here. Do we have a contract space available? We do. Okay. So let's go ahead and we want UFAs. We want goalies. And what are we looking at here? So we don't want any of these guys up here. We're going real far down. We don't want anyone that's going to best lines and take a spot from those two guys. So let's see. We want someone down in here. This guy's got backup medium potential. You know what? Spoonar. Let's go ahead and give you a contract. Perfect. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and advance a couple more days. Make sure we get that guy. And then I think we're ready to sim to the next season. So let's go ahead and take a look. Spoonar. Soderblom accepted the offer. Spoonar accepted the offer. All right. So we got Soderblom at cheap as well. Okay. So now is where we're going to have to make a lot of moves. We've got a lot of decisions to make here once we see all this growth. So let's go ahead and sim to the next season. And let's see what we are working with. So honestly, I mean, here's my thing. I want that young core. So if I need to move on from 24 or 25-year-olds to get in a 19-year-old that's just as good, I'm doing it. If I need to move on from Edvinsson to get a guy that's 2 years younger and already better, I'm doing it. Because we already abandoned that pure Red Wings core. It just wasn't working. So we don't have to worry about that. We are just building to win now. We're currently at almost 10 years missing the playoffs. We want that to end now. All right. Let's take a look at the lines now that we're in the preseason. All right. So Savan jumped to an 82. He's definitely NHL ready. They're putting Bedard on the wing, which is interesting. He's only a center. So what happens if we move Zegras over to the wing, move Bedard over to his natural center spot, and we move Kane up there? That's a +5 right there. That's a lethal first line. Bedard's up at a 90 at 20 years old. That is nice. I'm good with that. So now what happens if we put Zadina up here? That's still a 0. Savan, third line checking forward, so we definitely want to get him there. But what if we do something like Mangiapane for Berggren? Okay, so now what does our defense look like? Slavin and Sider have a +5. Wallander jumped to an 84. Edvinsson jumped to an 82. So what does Scratch look like? Nieto and Lindblom. Okay, I'm okay with that for now. But here's what we got to check. Got to go to the AHL. Fisker Molgaard's at a 71. Now Kasper's at an 81. He's going to need NHL time. He's got 80 on faceoffs. He's got that. Well, he still has depth forward. His role is not an NHL forward yet, so maybe we can leave him down for one more year. I would be okay with that. Let's see what else we're looking at, though. So Fisker Molgaard, I want him getting first line time with Kasper. I want him growing. He's only 20 years old. He's got those X factors. I want him growing. Now, anyone else? Does anyone else really fit on that first line? Let's see. Hannes, maybe? Yeah, Hannes does. It's still at a +1, so I'll go ahead and leave that for now. Now, there's the big one. Lackinen grew to an 81. Okay. He's got top 6 role right now. So I think Lackinen is a guy we bring up. So now, who am I willing to move for that? I don't want Edvinsson moved. Wallander really grew. So maybe what I can do is Wallander for Ferraro, trade Ferraro, get something back for him, and move Lackinen. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to try to find a trade for Mario Ferraro. And realistically, I would like it to just be a draft pick. Let's go ahead and click done there. All right, so now we need to find trade for Mario Ferraro. I think that was his name. Pretty sure that's his name. All right, so let's go ahead and let's find Ferraro in here. There he is. Mario? Mario, okay. Add him in. Let's go ahead and find trade open block. Let's see, a 6th round in Killorn, no. 3rd and 4th. A 2nd and a 7th, so trade number 5 so far. A 2nd and a 4th, so trade number 10 so far. Trade number 10, we're doing it. Unloading the contract, there we go. Lackinen called up, that's what I like to see. All right, so we don't need to go to roster moves, we need to go to edit lines. Edit NHL lines, and we are gonna have to really monitor these injuries because I want this first line to play like this. And then we want Lackinen up here with Edvinsson. So let's go ahead and grab... Is he scratched? Where'd he go? He might still be in... Oh, that's fine. He might still be in the system. Let's see. Yep, there's Lackinen. All right, perfect. We're bringing Lackinen up. All right. Edit NHL lines here. Let's go ahead and get Lackinen filled in right here. There we go. All right, so that's a -2, but it could be a glitch. Let's just check and see. Get Brengberg up on that top line. Get Johansson up there. We can even get Emil Viro up there. There we go. Sabrango paired with who? Tuomisto. Perfect. All right, now let's see. NHL. It's not a minus. Lackinen does not have a minus with Edvinsson, so we're good there. Perfect. Okay, let's check and see if that AHL was still a minus. It is not. So Tuomisto, Sabrango. Bremberg is still good down there. That all looks good to me. Kasper still shows his depth forward, so that's why we're leaving him down there. All right. Yeah, I mean, Mangiapane, we can go ahead and leave 2nd or 3rd line because he's a 2-way forward, so that'll be really good for that 3rd line. Okay, I mean, that's a strong NHL squad. Let's look at defense again, just make sure it's set up the way we want it. Yep, I like that. You can't adjust these, so I don't know why it shows it. I don't even know why that's available to show. I wish I could adjust my strategies to fit my players. All right, let's go and check out the power play. All right, let's go to edit lines here. So we definitely want, okay, so let's go ahead and get Kane over there. Let's go ahead and get Raymond on the point. Actually, let's put Raymond in that spot. And then Mangiapane for Connor Bedard, who apparently was just not on the power play at all. So let's go ahead and get him in there. Should be a +5, I would assume. +5 power play. That is a nasty power play. Power play line 2, we want Tavares on there. No Bedard, though. So we're going to take out Bedard for Mangiapane. Let's see, left wing, Mangiapane. All right, it does shows -3, but hang on. So we got to get Zadina in here somewhere. Kasperi Kapanen can come out for his, or should I take out, yeah, Luke Kunin out for Zadina. Let's go ahead and get Zadina filled in here. All right, give me 1 second, actually. All right, guys, we are back. Sorry about that. I did go ahead and adjust all the lines. I'll just give you guys a quick look at power play number 1. Power play number 2. And then we have, I didn't touch the penalty kill at all. We got Savan Kunin, +5 with Slavin and Sider. We got Valeno Kapanen, Lackinen, and Wallander. And then line 3, Berggren, Mangiapane, Lindell, and Edvinson. So that's how it's looking for this year. So realistically, I see a team that should perform. If they don't, I don't know what to do. So just look at the AHL lines real quick just to make sure. Yep, all that looks good for me. Bremberg up on the top line looks good for me. Yeah, I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and take a look at just the goalies. B-check Spoonar. Nope, Spoonar needs to come out for where is our elite medium? Okay. Where is he? That's did he go back to juniors maybe? Thought I gave him a contract though. Where is he? Could be back in juniors. I don't recognize that team logo, but he could be back. I do have him under contract, so he's not gone. Let's just go to roster moves really quickly. Just take a peek and see if I can find him anywhere. Let's see. Okay, so we just want goalies. He's not there. Okay, it does show him in the system. Okay, go ahead and hop over to the HL here. Edit lines. Let's just take a look at Scratched. And he's not here. He's got to be sent back down then. He's under contract, but he's got to be sent back down. That's the only thing I can think of. All right, well, I think we're going to go ahead and hop into the first month of simulation. We're not going to go any farther than that. This team should be able to score goals. I see no reason why we wouldn't be scoring goals. So let's get a month done here, and we will judge it based off of that for the beginning of the next video. So let's get through the preseason. We've got 8 games in the first month. So let's go ahead and hop through all of this. No, I don't really want to do that. Let's just go ahead and decline and edit. I don't want to trade any of these guys away. So let's go ahead and just get these guys off the trade block. Get rid of the wants, get rid of the surpluses. All right, so I do want to get through that first month. And still has a little bit of surpluses on. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. Decline and edit. For some reason it left those on even though I took them off. That's that defense one right there that's unsigned. So that's exactly why. All right. So let's go ahead and get through the preseason here. Not too worried about it. Simulates weird. It always will. All right, so that top line should have some crazy good production. We got a playmaker and 2 goal scorers on it, so we shouldn't be not scoring goals. It's got to be salary cap compliant. I know that we are. Waivers will be effective October 14th. All good with waivers. We have everybody where we want them. All right, let's get through this first month here. Let's see. 4-3 loss. 5-1 loss. Yikes. I just don't know. 4-3 win. All right, there we go. Let's pick it up here. 5-0. What on earth is happening? 4-2 win. Just continue. It never made me pull them out, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's finish over 500. Nope. What the heck is going on? 3-4-1. I mean, it's a better start. Let's just see. I mean, that's 8 games. Could be good teams. Bedard's got 9 points. 9 points in 8 games, so not too bad. Let's see. Where are the minuses, though? Where are the big minuses? Kunin, Lindell, Wallander, Kapanis. That's the bottom. It's the bottom. And then, I mean, Tavares really isn't producing on the second line, but I expect that to change. So let's go ahead. And, I mean, yeah, that top line's producing. They're doing what we want. In 8 games, they have 8 goals. So a goal a game from that top line. I like to see that. Kane and Bedard are shooting the... Or, I mean, Bedard really isn't shooting the puck all that much, which is a little odd. But he's over a point per game, so I don't want to touch that. Raymond's shooting a lot. That's really good to see. Who else is shooting a lot? Because he'll eventually... The goals will eventually start going in for him if he's just consistently shooting. So, I mean, all in all, I think it looks like it'll be okay. What do we got? Nedeljkovic isn't really playing well, so I mean, we're 2-2 on the starter. If we had a better backup, if he was simulating a little bit better, 855 is just god-awful, so I think if we were simming a little better, Nedeljkovic would probably, or if Nedeljkovic was like 2-1-1, that would put us above 500, so yeah, we'd be 4-3-1 instead of 3-4-1. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's check rookie skaters. Savan has 2 goals. Wallander has a goal. Lackinen has an assist. All right. So now how about the AHL squad? What are we looking at here? Top to all skaters. What are they doing so far? Casper has 7 points in 5 games. That's really nice. His role is still depth forward, so this shouldn't hurt him too much. Fisker Molgaard at 5 points, which is nice. We want to see him scoring those goals, getting those points. So I like that. Other than that, I mean, this team is looking pretty decent. Let's take a look at the goalies. Bicek and Spoonar. Yep. Okay, so Bicek, I mean, he's 3-1 as the starter. He's at 75. Not great save percentage, but they're just not giving up much shots against. I mean, 4 games played, only 76 shots against. That's under 20 a game. So not doing too bad. Spoonar, same thing, is only 26 in the 1 game he played, so he didn't have to do much, but he only gave up 1 goal. So that was a really good game for him. So hopefully we can go ahead and get all that working in the next video. Hopefully this NHL team will pick it back up. Kochetkov. Hopefully, I mean, he's simming good, so hopefully Nedeljkovic picks it back up. If not, we can go look for a loaner backup that can do it for us this year. Because I think this team can do it, but I want to make sure I don't do it too late. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up right there. Actually, you know what we can go ahead and do? It's only 8 games, so it's not too bad. But we can go ahead and just take a look at the power play and penalty kill. We did give up a lot of goals there in a couple of those games. I think that was Nedeljkovic, but we can go ahead and take a look here. Goals for per game is really, really low. We're the worst in our division. Goals against, we're the 2nd worst. So that's interesting how we're 500. Power play is only at 10%. I would expect that to change. Penalty kill is the worst in our division. So I don't know. I mean, we might have to switch something up, but we'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next video. Maybe make some changes. We'll probably go another month potentially make changes after that. We'll see if they can turn it around, and we'll catch you guys then. Peace.